G'day guys, Paul here from Get Go and welcome back to the channel. Been about 3 weeks since we've been out. Last hike was up in the rainforest. This week we're out in the southwest of Queensland. Nice dry country, so we're away from all the leeches and all the rain. We've finally got the cool change here in Queensland, which basically flips a switch when it goes from hot and humid straight into cool and dry, and that's where we're at now, which is lovely. So only going to be about 27 today. Wonderful stuff, down to about 15 overnight. Really looking forward to that. Makes for great camping. Just picking our way down the side of a river here, trying to find a flat spot. We're about an hour in, just stopped for a bit of a bite to eat then and a bit of water. Look at this river, but it's a beautiful part of Queensland. But the challenge is it's very, very rocky, so we're going to have to find somewhere flat that we can pitch up the tarp tonight. We're just going to tarp camp. No rain forecast, we don't have to worry about the rain necessarily, but it's just more somewhere flat to lay down a mattress so we can sleep for the night. But as I said, very, very nice part of Queensland. Well, I can see some beaches down the bottom here on this other side of the creek itself, but not sure about this side. Just sort of scouting around the top of the ridge line here, keeping up a little bit higher so we can cover a bit more country. But we'll come down in probably the next half hour or so and see if we can find a beach like that on this side of the river. If not, we can always come back to this spot, no problem. We'll always just cross across the rocks down the bottom and we can camp on the other side there. But for now, we'll keep scouting. Okay, well, we just got ourselves into a very, very rocky area here. The whole valley where the river's gone through is just all boulders and so forth. So I just dropped the pack and went for a bit of a scout, and I found just the tiniest of little spots where I can string a line across with a tarp. There's a lot of widowmaker trees, so we just had to find somewhere where we could get under trees or between trees, but without getting killed by a branch overnight. Little she oaks like this one beside me here are great, but it's the big old pale gum trees, they're the real issue. So anyway, we'll head back up the, or down the river I should say, to the spot that I found. Hopefully I'll be able to find it again and set ourselves up a camp. Well, the rod's all rigged up for fishing. The camp's all set up. We've got firewood, we've got water. So I think we might go for a bit of a fish. It's just on 4:20 now, so we've got about an hour of light left. So there's a bit of a pool just over to my left here. Might just wander down there and throw a couple of lures around, see if we can't find anything. Don't like my chances, to be honest. It's, the water's still a bit too warm for fishing, but hey, you never know. So as I said, we'll go and have a bit of a flick. If that doesn't work out, come back, get the fire going and cook up some dinner. Cheers, guys. Oh yeah. Well, as I expected, the fishing was a no-go. Perfectly still evening here. Just stunning. Fairly quiet though, not a lot of bird life, which is interesting. Need a bit of a breeze to get some of the humidity out of here, but other than that, just a glorious little camp spot. Deadly silent. Haven't heard a word, haven't heard machinery. Brilliant. Very, very good. Gonna have a cleansing beer and some cheese, and then we'll get this fire going. Well, tonight we're having Big Mac tacos. So all the same ingredients for a Big Mac, but in a taco. Much nicer. Choose your own ingredients, but essentially it's all the same ingredients as a Big Mac. The only real difference is you put it in a taco wrap or tortilla as opposed to a bun. Very, very nice, I've got to tell you. My family, my daughters and I have been having this for the last few months and it is absolutely next level. Really, really nice. Key is to cook the meat very, very thin. It's just a plain mince, nothing else. Nothing in it, no ingredients and so forth, no herbs, spices, egg, anything like that. Just a plain piece of meat, just like they do with the Big Mac. And then just fold it into a wrap with all the bits and pieces. It is absolutely beautiful. So that's what we're going to be cooking on the fire tonight. burger sauce. Yum. Cheese and lettuce. Did we bring pickles? No, we didn't. Bugger. Have all the lettuce instead. All right. Then you simply fold it in half like a taco. And there it is. Absolutely awesome. Oh, so simple and so good. Oh, well, I'm blessed this weekend. My daughter made me a cheesecake, and it is next level. Lemon cheesecake, absolutely beautiful. Talk about a treat. Normally it'd just be a block of chocolate, but this, as I said, is next level. Just been sitting here watching the stars. Someone's around here shooting now. I can hear a gun. I did actually hear today, I saw today, lots of hoof marks from deer. There's no cows around this area, but there's certainly deer prints back this way, and a lot of scat as well. So I'd suggest there's probably some red deer out through these river systems here in South East Queensland. So I'm not sure what these boys are chasing, whether they're out fox shooting or rabbit shooting or what they're doing, but someone's out there doing a bit of hunting tonight. Luckily I'm on the right side of the river, and a long way away from anywhere where these guys would be hunting, so that's a good thing. Well, I think that's a wrap for the day. Absolutely beautiful here. Just going to finish this cup of tea and toddle off to bed. And tomorrow morning we'll head further downriver, see if we can find some deeper holes. Probably have a coffee first, head down, flick a few lures around, see if we can catch some breakfast. If not, we'll wander back, have some breakfast here, and slowly pack up. A few more holes I want to try on the way back tomorrow as well. There's a section where I showed you there was a bit of grass and so forth. There seemed to be some deeper holes in there, so I want to pull in there on the way back tomorrow and flick some lures in. I'll just leave the rod set up tomorrow rather than actually having it all put away. That way we can just stop and throw a few lures in. And you never know, you like, there could be a nice yellow belly we can take home or have for lunch. You can always stop on the side of the bank here tomorrow and cook it up for lunch. That'll be a treat. But of course, I'm going to head to bed now and get some Zeds. See you folks in the morning. Good morning, folks. We are woken up to an absolute cracker of a day. Just on 7:30, camp's mostly packed up. I've left just the kitchen stuff out for breakfast. And we're just heading down the river a bit further, as I said last night, see if we can find ourselves a fishing hole. Pull out a nice yellow belly. You can either have for breakfast or lunch. See what we can find. The pool I was fishing out last night, or the two pools I was fishing out last night, were too shallow. They're only about 1 metre deep. I'm reckoning you really need about 2 metres or 3 metres for the bigger fish to get down into the cold water and to hide and be comfortable in that cooler water. So we'll do a bit of rock scrambling and travel and see what we can catch. Well, good thing we didn't keep on looking for camps yesterday, because there is just nothing down there in the way of campsites. It's just rock, 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 rock and slab rock, and it gets worse. So the river, unfortunately, has also trickled out to a very, very shallow river. But I can just see a patch down here in the bush. We'll have a quick look in there. If there's nothing there, we may have to call it quits. And as I said last night, try the fishing on the way back. I know there's definitely a couple of deeper pools on the way back. But yeah, unfortunately it's just getting flatter and narrower here. Not very good for fishing. Bingo, this is what we're looking for. Nice big pool. Not sure how deep it is, but we'll just mosey along the edge here. Flick a few lures back in under the trees and so forth. See what we can find. Just the way I like it. No sign that I've ever been here. Perfect. Well, we're out at camp at 9:30 in the morning. nice, easy camp. A very lazy morning. Have to say the pancakes with bacon and maple syrup. Whew, whew, whew. Very nice. Very, very nice. Very enjoyable in the morning. One thing I'm trying to do coming out to these camps now is to slow down a little bit. Sometimes you get out here and you're just marching to find a camp, and then you set up and having dinner and all that sort of business, and then getting up in the morning and packing up and getting at it so you can get on the road quickly. For what end? You get home, sit on the couch. So just trying to slow it down, actually have breakfast, nice leisurely coffee, spot fishing, and actually enjoy the area you're in, as opposed to getting in, getting out, getting in, getting out. Not much fun in that at all. So that's the plan going forward. Slow it down a little bit. Really interested to hear other people's favourite breakfast when they're camping. Now mine's traditionally been just a little packet porridge in the winter time. Winter time's normally the only time that I'll bother with breakfast. I don't tend to get that hot, get that hungry in the hotter weather, I must admit. So yeah, it's only now that we're getting the cooler months that I'm starting to think about breakfast again. And as I said, it's just a nice reason to slow down and enjoy the place you're in, as opposed to racing off to the car. So, we're still looking for water holes. There's one here in front of me, I'll show you. What I'm finding is they're all too shallow. I don't have polarized sunglasses, so I can't tell how deep they are, but have a look at this one. So as you can see, it's a beautiful river system, but lots of rocks sticking out. And it's hard to tell with the camera, but it's not very deep at all. You could pretty much wade across this quite happily. No issue at all. So it's just not deep enough to hold fish. The water gets too hot, too warm. There's a bit of a shelf over the other side here you can't see. Water was up about 1 metre. There'd definitely be fish then lurking around in these areas at the moment. Far too warm. Well, this is the hole I found yesterday. I was up higher on the ridge. You can see it's a little bit deeper in here. It goes down the bottom. You probably can't see that on the GoPro, but it does have a bit more depth than where I've been fishing before. So we'll cast a few lures into here. Just never know your luck. Well, we're about 2 k's out from the car now, and this river has turned into nothing more than a little brook at the moment. Little tiny creek, which is very, very pretty, I must admit, but no good for fishing. So we'll wrap up the video here. If you like this type of content, do me a favour, subscribe, hit the like button. And also, anybody that has a camp breakfast, your preferred camp breakfast, would love to hear about it in the comments. Do you have breakfast? Do you skip breakfast? Or do you have 3 or 4 favourites that you like to have when you're out camping, or hiking, and canoeing and so forth? Let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll see you all in 2 weeks' time. Bye for now.